first, thanks, as always. Appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate the fans. They were awesome today. Unfortunately, they didn't see Rutgers at its best. Just short prep. Congratulate Penn State. They the number one thing they do is cause turnovers, and we talked about it, for 2 days leading up to this game, and we didn't play well at either end of the ball. We turned the ball over a record time, and they took advantage of it, and we got to flip this quickly because we have 1 day. Tomorrow's our NCAA day off, so we don't even have a day tomorrow. We have 1 day to prepare for a road game, and so nobody feels sorry for us. I certainly didn't do a good job preparing them for this game. We got to gel better as a group. It's on me, and I got to make sure that it doesn't happen again. But just a tough game all the way around for us.
Steve, we know that Penn State forces a lot of steals, but why was the ball security so poor tonight?
Yeah, and it came from a lot of different areas too. So everyone played a role. We spent a day, and a half, kind of really trying to work on things. I thought we had, some opportunities. It wasn't so much in the full court, really, that they turned us over, and that's where they've been turning us over. It was in the half court. Careless, 2 feet jump stops, things we talked about. They're very handsy, and they play a unique way, very different than any team we face. So I wish I had a little more prep time, but obviously, we could make some free throws too and make a couple threes. That would help us, but, we just didn't take care of the basketball, and that's obviously the results, especially when you play a team that does that.
Andre didn't play the last 17 minutes, and Mawat only played 7 minutes in the second half. What was the reason?
Yeah, I was playing guards that could make plays. They're a different kind of team, and I wanted guys that could go downhill and take advantage of how they play. And I love those guys. They just the ball handlers I had in there, Jay, Mike, Derek, and Noah, guys that could put the ball on the deck. They play a little bit differently. I love those 2 guys. It just, today's matchup, especially the way we were turning the ball over early, I just wanted to have a little bit more, guard play.
Correct. Steve, obviously, at this point in the season, the offensive struggles just seem to persist between layups and free throws, different things like that. Can you explain just why that is? Yeah,
it's been, one of the consistents, although we have been taking care of the ball. So today we jumped up high in that market, and then obviously when you turn it over, you can't rebound. We're a good rebounding team, so, hurts you in so many ways. And, we have some really good free throw shooting days. I can't tell you, at home we seem to shoot worse from the free throw line than we do on the road. Obviously, we didn't make any easy baskets today either, and we didn't make any threes. So, and I do believe that we got, some guys that can do that, and but we didn't today. So,
Ellis, on that lack of making 3-point shots, do you think that was just missing open shots, or was Penn State disrupting the flow of the offense?
Yeah, they're a disruptive team, so obviously they didn't allow us to run a lot of sets. We threw it into Cliff a few times, and they doubled quickly on him, and we didn't finish the ones we got, and that's been something that all year long, and we've worked on tremendously every day. Different kinds of layups, different kind of physical contact with layups. And there's been some games that we've been really good. Today, obviously, we were bad in all those areas, and so, and if you add the turnovers, you're not going to score a lot of points. So we never really gave ourselves a chance, and, can't do that.
Coach, it was a 2-point game at the half, and then you guys come out and Penn State starts, I think, on an 8-2 run to start the second half. What did you see in how the first few minutes of the second half played out?
Again, I think we turned the basketball over the first, 3 possessions. So, we talked about it at halftime, and we came into that first media timeout. We added 3 more turnovers, to the equation. So that's what happened. That's why they, continued to kind of jump on us.
Jerry? Steve, after a game like this, how much will you look at your player rotations, player combinations, the idea of going 10 deep?
Yeah, I'm going to look at everything, Jerry. Yeah, quite honestly. We got to really figure this thing out, and it's on me. And the good part is I've done it before, and I got to figure this out in a great league too. So, absolutely 100% we'll be looking at everything.
Is there any thought to playing younger guys more, giving them more development time at the last month of the season?
No. A lot of season left. We're going to try to win each game. And, like today I played, more guards than, the forwards. Whatever it takes to win each game. I go one game at a time. I don't know what it's going to take for Michigan right now, but it maybe play 3 big guys together. I don't know what it's going to take, but every game you try to win. And, our young guys are playing. They're actually, Gavin's playing well, and he's been practicing well. And J. Mike always gives us great effort. And Derek is a sophomore and young, so we're going to play, whoever I think can help us win the next game, and then we'll figure the next game out after that.
If I could follow up,
Mm-hmm.
it seemed like you were exasperated at times. You had an assistant coach punch a chair out of frustration, just some emotions letting out on the court. Are you worried about where the season is going? Things are starting to spiral.
No, a lot of season left. A tough loss today. Yeah, we're all competitive, and those things happen, and we got to make sure that they don't. But want our guys to be competitive too. So and there were stretches tonight where we were. I think once you don't score, once you turn the ball over, it affects both ends of the floor. Your defense, your the way their body language is, all that stuff. But one thing you got to do in this league, you got to take a punch, and you got to get off the mat, and you got to get ready for the next game, and we'll do a good job with that. And hopefully we'll make some free throws and make some layups, and that'll make life a little bit easier for us. But a lot of season left.
Just with Mawat offensively these last few games, is this just one of those stretches where his shots just aren't falling, or is there something else kind of affecting
Yeah,
him?
I mean, he's taking a couple days off too with his knees and stuff like that, so it's just a different kind of year, for him. But Mawat's great. He's a good worker, and he's had stretches like this. I think everyone does. Consistency's been really a problem for us, all year with everything. And we were a bad rebounding team, then we became a good rebounding team, and then tonight we were up +8 at halftime, and we end up minus. The other night we scored 20 points in the first half, we scored 40 in the second half. Consistency, and that's something that I really got to figure out and try to get these guys to just play for 40 minutes. When we do, we've been good. We've shown signs of being really good. Got to keep these guys fighting, keep them tough and hungry and all that stuff, and you better bounce back in a league like this.
Last one, Jerry. Steve, you got off to a good start. When you're on a roll like that out of the gate, how do you decide on when and how to make substitutions?
Yeah, exhaustion. Yeah, exhaustion. When I look at Cliff, and I know, and always the first 4 or 5 minutes are the hardest, and I wanted to have fresh bodies because of the way they play. And quite honestly, our second team in practice has been very good, too. So I knew I was going to have to play a lot of guards because of the way that they play today. And so, usually, and I wanted the guys to get a feel early for the different type of game that it was. So, I just felt like they were tired, and let's get some minutes for these other guys. And I thought that team came in and, did a good job. They turned the ball over a few times, but we went back to the starters quickly, and then they turned it over too.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you being here.